Hello, and this video is going to be about EFT, and that is short for Emotional Freedom Tapping. And what I love about this model of EFT I found, and this model is from the book The Energy of Belief, is that it actually does resolve anxieties and fears and negative beliefs rather uh, quickly. Sometimes it takes 40, 45 minutes or 48 minutes or so, but I get the same effect or even better than what I have learned so far in Qigong and meditation and hypnosis. I've been really trying to figure out what was going on with my stutter. It was really starting to get to me in a lot of ways. And what I learned with this tapping, because I never actually used the tapping on the stutter because I feel like my lungs were just locking up and then I couldn't get any words out. I couldn't really breathe when I was talking. And I found out that with the stutter, there was just a massive amount of anxieties and fears and negative beliefs and dramas and all of that just turned into a bit of an amalgamation of a tight ball of pressure. And when I went through just a massive amount of these fears and anxieties, is that my stuttering went away. And I've been doing it for about 35 days now, and this is my second notebook. Yeah, already filled up one of these things. Yeah, so when I found out that this works, I just went all in. And the first thing that actually made me find out that or realized that it worked was a feeling of tiredness and fatigued throughout the day. From the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, I was so tired. It felt like my body was just going through molasses. And when I started tapping on this, is that it turns out it wasn't fully in the body, the tiredness and the fatigue, like what I was thinking it was. And then what I also realized, which now that I'm taking my intro to psych class, is that the brain doesn't just store information in one part of the brain, it uses all of it. And then if you go into the meridians and the toroidal fields and the embodied cognition of how our cells and different parts of the body actually store information, it's just crazy. But anyways, when I found out that I could tap on that feeling, and then I had to tap on it about 3 or 4 more times because it came up. It was the same feeling, but in multiple different contexts. Which, if you've ever heard of the term complexes, that's essentially what I am talking about. So what I recommend if you're going to be tapping is water, because when you're tapping, you are doing massive amounts of things with your energy, with your mind, and you're really just resolving anxieties and fears on just a very quick scale. And you just have to definitely have empathy for your body and just for how fast you are working through things. And the second, notebook. Keep everything logged, and let's get on to it. So what this new model of EFT that I found is that it talks about the affirmation point, which is here, and you rub just below your collarbone, and then it has a intention point, which is the karate chop point of the regular EFT, the fleshy, meaty part of your hand. And on the affirmation point, you will say something like, even though I feel regret anytime I go out, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I feel regret anytime I go out, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I feel regret anytime I go out, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I am ready to release this feeling in all its roots, cause, origins, and all that it means and does to me. I am ready to release this feeling in all its roots, cause, origins, and all that it means and does to me. I am ready to release this feeling in all its roots, cause, origins, and all that it means and does to me. And for me, the SUD, or subjective unit of distress, is actually pretty low on this one. Never mind, it's like a 6. And then with this method, it talks about a SUE, a subjective unit of experience. So I think of that as resistance. What is the psychological, the subconscious, the unconscious resistance to getting rid of your fear, your anxiety, the negative belief? So about so every now and then you just let your body go and just feel and stop at any point that feels good, and where it feels like you just need to stop at and really just follow your intuition. So then this next part, you look down, and then you slowly look up. Slowly bring your eyes back down. And then you're going to move your eyes in a clockwise way and then a counterclockwise. So you're kind of bringing in a little bit of the eye therapies. And then you go down to the right, and go down to the left. And then you hum for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, whoops, sorry. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hum again. And then once again, your eye from the bottom, bring your head up to the top, and then back down. Now feel your SUD. Does the stress go up, down, or stay the same? For me, mine went from 6 to about a 4. And I did not check my SUE. I did not check my SUE before I started. So so I don't have any real way of describing the SUE, or what I just call the resistance. What I do is I close my eyes and I ask myself, what is the resistance, or what is the SUD of what I am working on? And I'll just wait and see, and a number appears before me, and really just, you have to trust yourself and your subconscious mind and everything that's going at least underneath the hood or the surface. And my SUE right now is a 3. Alright, so that's kind of, now let's finish up the first little phase of the tapping.